Hello, everybody. I am super stoked for today's stream. I always love streaming, but today is really special. This is my first time participating in this in this special Wizards of the Coast sponsored early access event. Thank you, Wizards of the Coast, for providing me with this preview account to make this possible. This is a really heady experience for me, and I am really looking forward to it more than words can possibly describe. Um, so we're not going to stop for another at least 5 minutes, maybe even more. So a couple things worth mentioning. In addition to providing me with this great opportunity, Wizards has also provided all the streamers who are doing this with a with a bunch of redemption codes, and we will be giving some of those away during the course of this stream. Which means that we need to have participants, because if there's nobody here to give them to, then that's that. I set up one of my chat bots to remind me to do this every, I think, 20 minutes or so. And it will be based on a random selection of whoever happens to be in the chat at the time and who has been participating. So if you want to be eligible for one of these prizes, when it comes up, you need to have participated in the chat. Even just saying hi, how are you is absolutely enough. So that's it. I'm looking forward to this. So here are the possibilities for the event. I could take some time to go through the cards, which Wizards has more or less lent to me, if you will, and make some constructed decks. But because of time constraints as well as my personal interests, I'm not going to be doing that. My primary interests these days are really limited, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing how these cards behave in a limited environment. Booster Draft would be my first choice, but booster drafts will not be available for another few hours, and when they start, I will have had to have left for my day work. It's actually day and evening. So that leaves us with sealed deck, which is what we will be doing. So that's my situation. If anybody is with me so far, we'd love to hear your initial thoughts before we dive in. So we are gonna wait a minimum of 2-3 more minutes. Excuse me. The reason for that is because I did indicate in my schedule that we would be going live at 11:15. So I would rather wait until at least then before we get started. Having said that, some of the wizard allowed notification that I've given. I'll be with you in 1 second. Radalorian indicated that I would start streaming at 11, so I see that at least a couple of people are here. So Radalorian, good to see you here. You haven't missed anything. I just went live about 2 or 3 minutes ago. I have not started anything yet. This entire system just went up about 9 minutes ago, and I'm just doing some introductory stuff. Part of the agreement to participate in this event means that I need to make it quite clear that Wizards of the Coast is sponsoring this event, and that they have provided this preview account. So I'm happy to say it multiple times. It'll also show up in our chat stream occasionally. And that is probably about it. So why don't we get a little bit of discussion here before we start? What kinds of archetypes do you foresee being a real thing in this new format? I will tell you, I've looked through some of the spoilers and I've listened to some of the spoiler evaluations, but I have not by any means completed my initial evaluation of any of these cards. And that's really going to start with our first sealed pool to see what we have. So, again, if you have any thoughts on likely archetypes that we may be looking for, love to hear your thoughts. I did not. I did not. I wasn't even aware of it, to be honest. Knights are crazy. Yeah, there are a ton of knights, which is sort of ironic because I have a black and white knight tribal deck right now for the standard that's going out, and it's reasonably strong. It's funny that a lot of the knights though that are in that are from Dominaria and from M19. So will I retool another knight deck going forward? We'll see. So how many other pre-release events were there? I was not really aware of them. The other mechanic that I am keeping my eye out for, at least for this stream, um, is the benefit when you draw a second card. Drawing additional cards is always good anyway, and if you can get an additional benefit from that, that seems like it should be very strong. Interesting. I'm going to have to add loading ready run. I mean, I know of them. I know of that entity, but I need to have it closer on my radar now, I think. So what's your opinion? I wasn't sure whether to originally schedule this for 11 or 11:30. I ended up compromising in my Streamlabs schedule widget and listed it as 11:15. What do you think? Should we get started or wait a minute or two before that official time comes? Uh, with people from. Oh, I see. Okay. So is that a stream? Is it a video that they release? What is the format in which it gets displayed? Okay. I may look at it at this point. At this stage, it may even be a little bit too late because I'm going to be doing a bunch of things with my magic time over the next week or so between now and the pre-release. Are you going to into a real life pre-release? I will. I am already planning on going to my LGS for one of their pre-release events. And while you're responding to that, as a side note, you probably missed it while the ad was playing. Too bad. Camping is cool though. I love camping. Okay, so one of the little benefits of being part of this event is Wizards has given me some number of redemption codes, which will be good once the September 26th release of Arena comes about. It will enable the beneficiary to cash it in for 1,000 experience points. Given that you are one of my stalwart community members here, I am writing you down as an automatic recipient of one of those codes, and I still have more to give away as the stream will progress. So thank you for your ongoing support. This is one small way that I can show my appreciation. The code itself will show up over the next day or two in a whisper, so keep an eye on your Twitch whispers. All right, so we are about a minute past our scheduled start time, and I'm really chomping at the bit to get going here. So I think we're going to get going. So let's go into our sealed throne of Eldraine. And just as a side remark, the gold and the gems that are here are not actually reflective of my personal account. This is set up in this VIP preview account. So I did use that code, thank you. That actually put me over the top to level 100. So that was very sweet to have that. Misaki went ahead and posted that on our Discord server as well, so that was good of her. All right. Any reason not to begin? I can't think of any. Okay. Seal deck for me is a little difficult to deal with here on Arena. I prefer it in real life because I get to distribute the cards in front of me and really see what I've got going. Okay, so what have we got here as our rares? We have this guy that deals with rats. Could be interesting. We have this rare lands, which I'm not sure what to make of that. We'll see. The Fervent Champion. So what does he do? First strike haste. This helps knights and equip abilities. Okay. Yes, indeed. Embercleave. Okay, this costs 1 else for each attacking creature. Attach it to target creature. So this is a crazy battle trick. Okay, so red might be a thing. Let's see what we've got here. Love-struck beast. And again, as a side thing, you know me, I'm always interested in input and suggestions. That'll be even more so on this one because I am really just not familiar with the cards. Okay, this guy, we have a 5/5/3, but he brings along a guy. He can still block, so that's obviously pretty strong. And we have this thing. Merfolk the Wizard, I guess. 1/2. Okay, and this looks for artifacts. Okay, so those are our rares. The gem, I'm guessing the gem is for this preview account only. Yes. You are on target on that one. All right. Let's see. Okay, so here we have white. We have some so-so removal. We have this guy, which is helped with artifacts. The Shining Armor is an artifact. This could support the Knight theme. I have a sneaking suspicion we're going to be seeing lots of Knight decks. Let's see what we've got. Some more okay removal. Here's a fine Knight. This I feel like is probably not so strong. Here's a so-so Knight. Time to pick a winner. I would, and you know what? I will. Okay, so this is one of the things that I set up. I'm going to go ahead and do that. And if it is you, then I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Only one per customer. But let's see if there's anybody else here. Actually, you're the only one who's eligible. Because this will only work with somebody who has posted a chat comment within the past 10 minutes, I think. So I'm going to ignore that first message from Nightbot. Okay, we move on to see what we have. Here's another Knight, which is so-so. And this one. This one does not impress me, and it also does not impress LSV. Okay, so white is, so-so. with the rare land. Let me take a look at that land again. Here it is. White human creature. Okay. Let's look at blue. Mantle of Tides. Merfolk Secret Keeper. Opt is always fine. So tiny. This is okay removal-ish. I did get the Nightlands. I didn't even notice. Whoops. I didn't even notice. The Dwarven Mine. Food token. Oh, quite so. Okay. Thanks for pointing that out. And that, again, that's why that's why I like doing these on streams. While I'm here, what does this thing do? Right. Okay. Let's go back to our blue pool to see what's there. Opt, so tiny. Quarter Monitor. Okay, the Hypnotic Sprite. Excuse me. Is fine, I think. Runaway Together, I think, is going to be good. Didn't say please. You know, serves the same function as it always does in limited. Emery Lurker of the Loch. We already saw that. Queen of Ice, I think, is good. Let me get rid of this Reddit notice. Queen of Ice, tap and tap, right? And we have this guy, which is an interesting card. The Paladin. That's not bad. As a blue knight. May draw a card. Oh, this has got to be very good. You get to loot every time a non-human does something. Moonlight Scavengers. A high setup cost for a Mana War. And this guy. Second blue card. Okay, so this is one of the payoffs for a second blue card. Okay, let's try black. The Cauldron Familiar, we have a bunch of these. Okay. The Forever Young. Okay, Graveyard Recursion, obviously. This is a 2/2 with upside if you have artifacts. We saw that. Okay, this is fine removal. Foreboding Fruit. This is fine. Lost Legion. Excuse me. This is fine also. 2/3 Scry 2. Memory Theft. Don't think this is going to have likely use. Bake into a Pie, of course, is more premium removal, I think. The Loch Dwayne Paladin. 3/2 Menace. And if you can get the counter, that much better. There are 2 of those. Okay. Festive Funeral. Yeah, I don't know. Strange and situational removal. Gain life. That's interesting. A 4/2 haste. Alright. Let's see what our red pool looks like. We have this thing. Battle Trick. Okay. The Fervent Champion we saw. Red Cat Melee. This is fine. This guy, 1/1 with a little upside. He is a knight. This is a fine card. Okay, also a knight. Fling, I remember Fling. Okay. Joust. Okay, a fight card with benefit if you have knights. Interesting. We can loot and we can loot. Okay, all fine. 1/2 double strike knight, maybe. He becomes a 5/2 haste if we get the adamant. Mad Ratter. A goblin. This is the card draw payoff. Other than that, it's not good. Trample and haste. Okay. Interesting. This is definitely a playable. Instant 5 damage, sure. We saw this thing. And we saw that thing. Oh, so the red-white knights may be a real thing here. And the tournament grounds. Okay. And let's see what we have in green. We have that thing. Okay, that's similar to the other things we've seen. Sack of food. Otherwise, it's a bad giant growth. Okay. Also a food sack to give it a lure effect. Obviously a sideboard card. Lovestruck Beast. Yeah, we saw that. Just reminding myself. Ramping is good. Spiders are often playable. 4/4 create a token. That's fine. 4/4 trample create a token. Okay, Garen Brig Carver. So playable, I'd say. I think, to be honest, I think most of the cards with adventure are playable, at least to some degree. Obviously, some more than others. Excuse me. Oakhame Adversary. Death Touch is fine. Yeah, okay. Out muscle. And then it fights. Okay. Definitely playable. And we saw this guy. And interesting, we have 2 of these things. And he's an elf knight. Okay. So I'm gonna take a look right now at white and red and see what we can do about a possible knight deck. Alright? Does that sound like a reasonable approach to you? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Boros. We could do that. We could use... Boros had some good removal. You know what? So before I do that, let's go to black. And let's look at instant sorcery. Got modded. Did you have in it a lot of emotes? Or a lot of exclamation points? Okay, so the black removal we have is the Reeve Soul, Bacon to a Pie, and so I feel like Bacon to a Pie I'll be missing. Oh, the Mardu pool looks good. Mardu is I can never remember the wedges. Mardu is white, red, and black. Yes. Yes. Okay. I feel like of the black removal, the only one that I'm really missing out, that I feel bad about missing on, is the Bacon to a Pie. So let's go back to red and white and see what we have here. I can add him later if need be. I don't think so. Possible removal, so let's put that in. Artifact or enchantment, not yet. Target knight for sure. Yeah, I hear that. Sure, let's put in a knight. I don't think so. I'll add the knight for now, and we can always cut him. Him too. Dwarf creature, we can add him later if we want to. Non-human. Now most of these knights are human, so let's add it in. It's an acceptable battle trick, possibly. Fervent champion. Yep, for sure. I'll add him in for now. This guy, he's a 2-1 for 2. He's still a knight. Fling, I'm going to hold off on. Yeah, I feel like Joust could be good. Merchant, I don't know yet. Double strike, maybe. Mad Ratter, no, we're not moving in that direction at all. Trample, haste, and benefit, sure. Straight up removal is... Oh, we have 2 of those? Sure, let's put in both. The Ember Cleave is pretty strong, obviously. And this guy. Okay, so... so we need more playables, obviously. Let's go, let's take a look at the lands. And see which of these we want to put in. Knight or equipment, that's interesting. I don't know if Dwarven Mine is good or bad here. Yeah, I'm willing to put this in. Good mana sink. I agree with that. I guess I overlooked them during my initial pass through. So let's lose the lands. So trapped in a tower, as you say. Okay. Do I have any artifacts? Do I have any colorless? I don't think so. Yes, I do. Okay, what have we got here? This is not terrible, I think. What else have we got here? Oh, I like this. I think this is good. Let's add it in for now. Ginger Brute, 1/1 haste. Sack it and gain for 3 life. I don't know. I'm going to add it in for now. I'm going to add both of these for now. Again, we can always remove them. Now, are there any other colors that... I'll be honest, I didn't see anything that I really felt was... Prophet of the Peak lets you scry. Prophet of the Peak. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. I like that. Very clever. Maybe fling. I don't know. Blow your house down. Excuse me a second. I'm going to just see if I can expel this frog. Like you're peeking. That is cute. The Youthful Knight First Strike, I think, is good. I don't know why I didn't add that before. Again, I don't like the silver line. Oh. All right, so we have a bunch. So we have a possible deck. Let's take a look at what we've got so far. Merchant could be good for digging. Which merchants are we talking about? Oh, I know which merchant you mean. This guy. He's a 2/3. Other than that, all right, let's add him in as something to possibly cut. What do you think of this guy? The 4 white is I don't know, because the white requirements are very daunting. Clearly, this would be better in a green-white deck. If I run this now, then I'd have to pay white. Pumps my entire team. I don't know if it's worth stretching the mana for this guy. And how many? We have 15 creatures, which is so-so. Alright, so what have we got? We have a bunch of 1-drops. I think I like the merchants better than the Junior Brute. So I have this guy, barge in, fine. The melee, absolutely. Oh, okay. I didn't see your previous comments. Let's see. From what I saw people play at the Adamant is actually a lot harder to get than it seems. So 4 white. Yeah, 4 white does seem like a stretch. I agree with that. Really, the question is, do we see something that's already in that we think this will be a superior performer to? I think that's really what we're talking about. We have 2 6-drops, 5 drops. So this is not a terribly high curve, so that's fine. 7, 8, and this is red mana. I'll tell you, I am tempted to try a match with this and see how it goes. Let's give it a go. What does Dwarven Mine do again? Let's take a look. Dwarven Mine, where is that? So it's basically it's a mountain that comes into play tapped, but it might give us a creature, and I feel like that's worth trying to see how it works. And I do not know just how aggro this deck really is. And again, if I feel like it's just slowing us down, then we give it the boot. Alright, so let's see if one of my fellow people is looking for somebody to play a sealed deck against. Thank you for that, Nightbot. I think we need more people in our chat in order to make that happen. Oh, and by the way, before I forget, so I'm using, as you see, I'm using a special layout, a special overlay for the stream today. If you feel like the chat stream is getting in the way of things, please just speak up, and I can always revert back to our usual streaming palette. So just let me know if the chat stream seems to be getting in the way. We're going to keep this. We have a 2-drop. I have stuff. So let's keep this. Attack attacking creature. That's fine. So, okay, thank you. Piper of the Storm. Yes, good start for you. Alright, well, let's... What does this do? Well, he's going to start making rats. All I can say to that is rats. Alright, we're going to do this and I try to whack him, I guess. I think Joust is going to be my next turn. This is a sorcery. Interesting. +2/+2. Interesting. Okay. I feel like I should do this, or we could attack and see what he does. This will make it a 4/3. Does the Weasel have haste? It does not. So I think I should attack. And if he doesn't block, fine. Then I will just Joust. And he'll get his 1 rat out of it. I think that's what I have to do, and I don't have a lot of time. So we attack. So presumably he'll smell a trick. Okay. He's gonna make a rat and he's gonna block with the rat. I will save. This is fine. We'll pay that, and then we'll Joust. Oh, okay. He didn't block. So that was a mistake. C'est la vie. I didn't bother to even notice that he wasn't that he wasn't blocking. I just assumed he would block, and then my mind went in that direction. So next time I'll actually try to pay attention to what's actually happening. Alright, what do we got here? Sack a creature. Yeah, 4 damage is not the end of the world. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so I don't need that. So attacking seems kind of pointless. Let's play this guy. Yeah. Let's play him, and I think that will be the end of the turn. I can bring 3 mana. Teacher's Controller. I can pump him. Alright, I think we have to stand back. So while I'm waiting for my opponent, I just want to remind... Oh boy, I just want to remind... Well, before I remind anybody of anything, let me see what he's doing. He's tapping 2 creatures. Okay. So again, thanks to Wizards of the Coast for sponsoring this preview account and this event. And we will be giving away codes that users can redeem starting on Thursday for 1,000 experience points. In order to be eligible for that, you will have had to have participated in chat during the previous 10 minutes. For damage to target. Okay, so this will deal 5, this will deal 4. Hey Joe, good to see you. Magical Fantasyland is going fine. We're going to attack with him, threaten the pump. Okay. No help here, no help here. I think I would rather... Alright, I'm gonna have to just stand pat, I guess. Non-red, so I'm gonna have to sack a land, and I'd rather get this into play first, if I can. Searing is an instant. I don't know that I want to use it just now for a 2/2. I think I'd rather. I mean, we're still at 18. I think I'd rather hold on to it for the moment. Like for that. Yeah, it does look good. Okay, so I'm going to offer to trade these two guys. And then I'll play this idiot. And the scry is fine. This is good, and this is good. Which one do we want first? I have this one. He'll become a 3/2, which is better. I think I'll do this one first, in case he has any removable. Yeah. Okay, that's good for him. Oh, okay. You're quite right, Z.E. Shapiro. And if I had a cape, then I would simply put it aside. He has double strike. So these two would trade. Oh, but he still has this guy. So long. See you later. I think I have to hang back. Yeah, that trapped in the tower is doing good work for him. Alright, I'm going to be taking some damage this turn. Yeah, there is that. Interesting. Okay, so that makes my decision easier. I can deal... let's see. Gains lifelink. I think that's a good one to melee to. Interesting. I'm wondering if it's worth splashing black into this deck. But anyway, what do you think? I'm thinking it's worth meleeing this guy, and I would sack a mountain, obviously. Yeah, I agree. Since he does not have enough to give it indestructible. Okay. Okay, this is better. But I'm still going to take 2 from this guy, and he still has this fellow. Alright, I need to deal with this guy. Not a lot more removal, though. 1, 2, 3. I could trade him. I think, since I'm going to trade anyway, I feel like this is a better one to trade. And if he has an effect, then oh well. He has an effect. Okay, I could use something decent here. That's interesting. That's weird. 1, 2. Alright, I guess I'll flash this in to block this. Not a lot else that I can really do. This is a knight, right? Yes. Oh boy. Another creature is put into... There we go. Okay. So let's... So I could block his token and remove it, or I could block this thing and stem some of the bleeding. I'm going to block the token. He's going to put another thing on it. Yep. Not quite sure what I'm going to do about this guy. That might help. One. I'm going to lose no matter. That's not true. I can chump block him, and I'll take. No, that's game. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so is this best of 3? I don't even know. I don't even know. Let's find out. I mean, this is fine. This I don't think I don't think that any of this is going to my account. Yeah, sure. Sure, great. What the heck? Angelic Army, sure, why not? You know, whatever. Oh, this is silly. Yeah, it was alright. Thank you. Okay. That was it. That was my one sealed deck. I don't get to play anymore. No. Okay. Oh, this is interesting. Um, I could do. Let's see. What are my play options? Um, I could do one of these. Okay, Rattle. Okay, so how many people are in here who may be watching? I think there are a couple. Okay, would you guys like to do another sealed deck, or would you like to look at see if any of these are a thing? I mean, do these have? No. Okay, these are all existing cards. Okay, I think we want to do another. Yeah, I think we want to continue with sealed because all those decks are existing cards. All right, let's do another one. That's interesting. I would really like to put. Oh, here we go. Okay. Um. Okay, so before we go on to all right, so this whole system is a little new to me, so I apologize for my uncertainty with it all. Um, so a couple of latecomers here. We obviously have a red and white knight deck, which is, first game doesn't indicate any greatness yet. We could conceivably add in black. We had some okay black cards like this black knight. And we have some okay black removal and this other black knight. So yeah, we have a ton of cats here. If with the indulgence of those who have been here already, Joe, do you want to take a look at our pool real quick? And again, I ask the indulgence of those who have already looked at it. Forever Young. This gives us some card draw, which is not bad. Okay, so let's go back to here. I'm going to move the chat stream over. That's not what I wanted. Hang on a second while I move the chat stream over to here, underneath my face. Okay, so here are black cards. Cauldron Familiar you saw. Forever Young. I'm going to go through it a little bit quickly. Forever Young, draw 2 cards. This guy that we saw in the first match. This guy that we also saw in the first match. A little bit of removal, which is okay. More card draw. Interesting. We have 2 card draw spells here. The Lost Legion. Oh. That's interesting. Okay, Lost Legion. The Memory Theft, which I don't think is going to be really helpful. It is time to pick a winner. Okay, I'm going to do that now. Rattlorian has already been a recipient. Joe, I'm going to send you via Whisper, maybe by another Discord server. I'm going to send you a code, excuse me, to which you can redeem starting on Thursday for 1,000 experience points. Okay, let's go back to what we're doing. Okay, let me just make a note of that, and we've got it. Bacon to a Pie we saw. The Paladin we saw. And Festive Funerals, also removal, and this fellow. Blue. Mantle of Tides. Okay, and I'll pause for just a few seconds on each one. to give you a chance, because again, I don't want to bog down this too much in consideration of those who have been here from the beginning. Opt, we all know. So tiny, right? Enchantment, make smaller. 1/4 can tap or untap an artifact or creature. The sprite, 2/1 flyer. Okay, I look forward to your return, Rattlorian. Run away together. Bounce one of your guys, one of their guys. Didn't say please. A cancel with upside, with some milling. Emery Lurker. Obviously to be used in an artifact heavy deck. Queen of Ice taps stuff, both as an adventure and as a creature. Weird attacking creature, 1/5. Makes another creature unblockable. Okay card. Sage of the Falls, 2/5. Allows you to loot. It's looting on a stick. Moonlight Scavengers. Emery does seem very good for Commander, but obviously that's not where we are today. But it could be a really interesting deck for sure. It may even have some standard implications, I think. The Turtles art is good. Moonlight Scavengers. It's a really expensive Man of War with a lot of setup. The familiar, we saw a bunch of those in our. Oh, okay. Well, we saw our black cards. Do you want to look? Okay, let's look at the red pool real quick. We have the red cap, this shield breaker, the joust, this guy, Merchants of the Veil, good for digging, I think. The raging red cap, the paladin, Burning Yard Trainer. There's 2 of these guys. The Ember Cleave, which, if we can ever make it happen, that would be great. Okay, and also Fling, Blow Your House Down, the Mad Ratter, and the Improbable Alliance. Okay, and our green pool, some fine stuff, nothing that I consider to be terribly amazing. Okay, we have the halberd equipment, battle trick, Marrowleaf Rider rather. You have to sack food to give it lure. Return to nature sideboard card, obviously. Lovestruck Beast, obviously very good, and I would run it if we were running green. I don't know. Well, whatever. Some ramping. Spider is fine. The Witch Stalker is pretty strong. A pretty strong common. This may be one of the premium commons in the set, actually. 4/4 trample for 4, get a food token. The Carver. Adventure for a battle trick. Okay, Adversary. The Death Touch. Can draw a card. That's actually not bad. The Outmuscle. Fight Spell. Tree Folk. Also totally playable. And this guy that I think we've already seen. And the colorless cards that are not in our deck are this Ginger Brew. Okay, so that's what we have. Currently, we currently opted for the red and white. I'm wondering if it's worth. Whoops. I'm wondering if it's worth bringing in these Black Knights and the removal. The drawback to that is we have very little in the way of mana fixing outside of the 1 land that allows us to do that. I will show you. Where is... Huh? Oh. Bear with me. I'm showing you the 1 land. Oh, duh. It's right here. Tournament Grounds. The Green Castle. The Green Castle it comes into play tapped, in which case you get a food token. I can see it possibly as having constructed implications, but I feel like in limited, you need to have a heavy food theme going on for it to be worth consideration. So that's our pool. And I do feel like white and red are our biggest options. Again, is it worth adding black for more knights and more removal? Green black food isn't there. No. Oh, that's interesting. Green black food. So here are all the cards that we have to deal with food. This one is an enabler. This one can create one. This creates one. This creates one. This sacks one for a probably not a great effect. This creates one. This uses one. What happened to those? What happened to the green black guy? Yeah, I don't think so. And the Deathless Knight, which has no food synergies at all. So again, the only cards in black that I would even consider adding, maybe Forever Young for recursion. He's just strong, but he doesn't really further the way the deck is now. Removal is fine. Card draw maybe. He's good, but the double black would make it hard. Definitely not. Bake into a pie. Also, the double black would make it hard. This is sort of the equivalent of a double black if you want it to be a 4/3. And some poor removal. I feel like stretching it to black would really stretch out our mana base too much. That's my feeling. Why am I white? Okay, so I'm white mostly for... Oh, that's interesting. Are you suggesting a black and red? Black and red. Interesting. Okay, so white. He's not exciting. He's not exciting. The outflank, okay. Shining armor, maybe. Trapped in the tower is so-so, and the youthful knight. Okay, interesting. Okay, I see where you're going with this. Let's consider a... Yeah, you're quite right. So I'm losing all the white cards. Let's look at the black cards that we were considering. Forever Young, maybe Piper, removal, another knight, bake into a pie, another knight. We have 2 of these. I didn't realize that. More removal. Foreboding fruit, maybe the pipe. I mean, the Piper is strong. Okay, we have 14 creatures, which is a little on the low side. And how many knights have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 knights. Alright, so we have more removal. We have a little card draw. This could be interesting. If we do that, obviously all this white stuff goes away. I'm willing to try this. If we do, we need to lose one card. I'd rather not lose. Maybe barge in. Okay, interesting. Happy to see how this goes. If there are any comments out there, then let's hear them. Otherwise, we can give this a try. Okay, but first, of course, we have to get some black mana sources in there. So black. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we have 8 black and 7. All right, let's take a look at our. We need more red than black. Why is there white? Oh, for the veteran. Ooh, we need 2 more white sources. Yeah, because I mean he gives everybody +1/+1. I'd really like to be able to play him if I can. Okay, so again we still need more red than black. So we have 7, 8. We have 7, 8. So let's add 1 more mountain and remove. Excuse me, and remove 1 swamp. So we have 17 lands. That's fine. Okay, if there are no comments, we're putting this in and see if it does any better. So I don't know if you're still listening, Joe, but I haven't seen you on stream in a while. Hope everything's been okay with you. And I'm going to move this stream back. That's interesting. Yeah, this is actually fine. Oh no, this is a battle trick. So we don't have anything until turn 3. That's alright. What does that do? It's equipment. Wishful Merfolk Defender. But he can remove Defender from it. It was my friend Radolorian who said that if there weren't, then it wouldn't be a grizzledmage draft if we didn't have any mana flood. And that's okay. Here we are. I think we're going to get rid of this, actually. Given that... Yeah. 2, 3... But that can block... Why isn't this working? Come on. Pay 3. Oh, for crying out loud. That didn't let me do it. I am very angry. I'm very angry. Alright, well. Ugh. That is very annoying. Oh no, let's play a mountain. And let's get rid of this guy. It cheated me out of a card draw. Alright, so I will send a message to the wizards people. This is a sorcery, blah blah blah. Alright, well, if the card draw doesn't help, it's a 2-1. Alright, so let's attack. And play our Lost Legion. Okay. I don't mind getting. I don't mind that he 2-for-1s himself. So we definitely like this. We definitely like that. We have a ton of lands. So sure, let's keep both of those. And if need be, I can Reef Soul something that he might play. Yeah. And he'll get a food token. Good for him. Okay, so sure. Yeah, that's fine. Let's pay that. Hello, Sacrifice. It's good to see you. After this game, I will show you our deck. Thanks to Joe C, we have retooled. We started with red-white. We have changed it over to red-black, splashing 1 white card. I'm glad that I could get you two old friends together. Sacrifice, do you mean in general or in this pool? It is time to pick a winner. However, at the next break I will. Actually, I'll do it right now. Yeah, let me do that now. So I have redemption codes to give out. Each one is good for 1,000 experience points. Why isn't it telling me Festive Funeral? Oh, that's not bad. How many cards have I got in my graveyard? 1. Oh, that's annoying. Let me do that again. Try one of you. Try typing in the same command that I did and see if it'll work for you guys. excuse me. Okay, I guess it only works for me. So let me pass through my turn, and then right after my turn, oh, for crying out loud. And then right after my turn, I will try it again. Okay, let's try that. Okay, let's try it. There we go. Sorry, Joe, you already won. Only one per customer. Oh, look at that. That's interesting. I need to draw some gas. Ooh, that's not bad. Artifact. This is an enchantment. Oh, that's an artifact. And this is an artifact. What do you think, guys? Get rid of the mantle or this thing? I feel like the Folio of Fancies is going to... Guys, I need your advice. Do I need to get rid of the Mantle of Tides or the Folio of Fancies? What have we got here? Ooh, good lord. All right, good for him. I could do the Festive Funeral now. Oh no, I can't. Oh, that went to the... What just happened? Oh, okay, so I could do this to get rid of... Alright, well I have to do something real soon. I'm going to swing with everybody, because what the heck. Would I rather keep him? I think I'd rather make him... I think that's the way to go. And he's gonna die. This is an uncommon. He has first strike, that's correct. That's why I like giving him the buff better. This is an instant. Let's get rid of something when he tries to equip it. Oh, right. They both have first strike. Cool. That was nice of him. Well, I mean it has first strike, as well as regular strike. That's what I meant. Yeah, nothing I can do about that. Oh, okay, I see what you mean. It's actually considered a different ability. Isn't that interesting? I don't mind getting the card draw. Oh. Oh, that's still okay. I have 5 cards. No, I have... Yeah, I have 5 cards. This has lifelink, so let's get rid of that. Let's see, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7. What creatures do I have here that I want back? Actually, the shield breaker would be good to get rid of some of his stupid things. Okay, let's attack first. And let's give our double strike guy. Yeah. Target. Okay. I wonder if he forgot that it had double strike. Okay, so we're gonna do Forever Young. We definitely want to get the shield breaker back. The Lost Legion is good too. And I think that will be it. The Servant, I could not, Servant? Yeah, let's do the Servant also. Yeah. Okay, so we want him first. I think that's our order. Absolutely. Okay, and let's destroy his stupid equipment. And let's play this. We can get a guy. What happened to my guy? Oh, untapped! God damn it, I misread it. Alright, and let's play him. Well, that's annoying. He has 2 of them? Well, that's annoying. Yeah, they're all different. Okay, well, let's see. 1, 2, 3. Alright, I don't have a lot of time to dick around here. So I need to... target a knight I control. I'm gonna just attack with him. And if he ends up trading, then so be it. And then we'll follow up with the Lost Legion and the Clockwork Servant on the following turn. Interesting. Okay. I don't need the planes. This has Menace. Menace is good. Considering I only need to push through one more point of damage. Pretty sure that's game. What do you guys think of this card? I feel like it has a really high setup cost. Sure, let's attack and see what happens. Is there anything that he might have for a single white that can pull him out of danger? Well, let's see what happens. Okay. Well, we squeaked that one out. Cool. All these rewards, and I'm pretty sure that I'm not going to be able to keep any of them. All right, so that was nice. Let's move on to another game. Would love to get some more people in here to give away some more of these sweet redemption codes that I have. Huh, mono black. Mono red, I mean. So I have a 1-drop. One more land and I can get this guy going. Sure, let's keep. I think I can keep doing as many as I have time for. For this account, they spotted me something like 80,000 gems, which is a ton. So that's obviously way plenty for a one-day thing. I can stream up until 2 p.m. and then I must stop, no matter what the situation may be. They fight each other. They're dealing damage. So I could do a 2-for-1 with this. I think I'd rather wait and just take the 2 damage on the next turn. And I'm not prepared to sack a land just yet. So, are there any cards here that I'm willing to discard? Not at this point. Black and white. So presumably he's not going to attack. Isn't that interesting? Sure, let's play this guy. Yeah. And you pass the turn. This would be interesting. Do I have any 4-drops? Not in hand. I don't think so, Joe, because I'm 99% sure I don't get to keep any of the cards that I open here. Just for the experience, for playing with pools. That's not bad. Let's see. 4. Oh boy. Joust. So I could, and then trade these 2. Oh, but he can make him indestructible. That's annoying. I feel like I need to get rid of him now while I can, because his indestructible and lifelink is going to be really annoying. So I think I'd rather keep him in play. So let's do this. So I just 2-for-1'd myself, which I don't like. But such is life. Yeah, that's a really good point, Joe, and conceivably that could even help me with this weekend's pre-release. I'm really getting tired of these trapped in the towers. Activated abilities don't work either, right? Yep, nothing good here. Oh, that's interesting. So I think we need to get this going. I would a Nightbot, but I don't think there's anybody here who has. There's nobody who in chat who has not already won one. If I'm wrong about that, and there's anybody out there who has not won a token, a redemption code, speak up. All right, so this is a race that we could win. If we don't draw anything good next turn, we can. Oh boy. Okay, so haste. Okay, so we're going to get rid of this guy. We're going to sack a mountain. We're going to do this. And we can follow with him. Okay, let's attack with everybody. This is a nice aggro kind of a turn. So I need 2 more ones to make this crazy guy happen. What does he do again? +1/+1, double strike and trample. I can flash it in next turn if need be. I like it. Wait, that's annoying. Let's attack with everybody and we'll block. Just the knights. So these, no, they will not trade, but I think I'd rather get rid of him. Oh, they do trade. All right. Okay, not bad. And let's play our land. So unless he can remove a creature and play a creature, or play 2 creatures, I think that will be game. Not necessarily. Let's see what happens. Ooh. Alright, good for him. I think this is what we want. So we're going to get rid of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's game. Woohoo! Nice. So Joe, I'm still considering what you said. I could resign and go to another sealed deck. Okay, so here's the deal. Anybody who's listening, I am willing to resign and do a new sealed deck, and all of us can together go through the new pool. All true. Okay. Fine. And let's do another sealed. Okay. Joe, I like the way you think. All right. Let's see what rares we have got. So Radalorian, we ended up pivoting a little bit. We switched it over to red and black. We did splash white for that one red-white guy that gives everybody, all the other knights +1/+1, and that won 2 games. So was that a superior build? Maybe. But we're going to a new seal deck here in order to help everybody get us a little bit more familiar with the cards, courtesy of the excellent suggestion from Joe C. here in the chat. So we're just now embarking on our new. Okay, neither do I. I too am very new to these cards. I don't know them well at all. Okay, Fires of Invention. Cast spells only during my turn. I don't think this is very good. Yeah, you think so? If you, I don't know. All right, well, let's keep it in mind. We have this guy. 2 spells per turn. That is true, but you lose out on all instants. That's interesting. I don't know if I like symmetrical effects, but yeah, definitely interesting. Dance of the Manse. What does this do again? Artifacts and global enchantments. Any of you remember global enchantments? Graveyard. Okay. I feel like this is a constructed or sideboard card. Constructed. Okay. Doom Foretold. Boy, a lot of enchantments here. Sacrifice. Are you still talking about the Fires of Invention? Or one or the other? Or the Stormfist Crusader, the black and red guy? Oh, okay. The Dance of the Manse. One. Okay, so each player sack a non-land, non-token card, lose 2 life, and you create a knight. That's interesting. Oh, but I only get to do that once. Yeah. And lastly is the Blacklands Paragon. Okay. I don't know. I feel like this should be a good uncommon rather than a rare. Okay, so before we look at the whole pool, which of these 6 cards do we feel could be good in a limited deck? It does have a high ceiling, but yeah, you need a bunch of artifacts and big enchantments. Right? Well, let's see what we've got. These 2, that's true. They're both knights. The black-white card, I don't know. I mean, you get to benefit from it once, and then you have to sack it. If you didn't have to sacrifice it, then it would be great. Yeah, I'm not sure I understand the point. So basically, the only thing you'll net out of the Doom Foretold is a 2/2 white knight creature with vigilance. Yeah. Oh, and a card and 2 life. I, very weird. All right. All right. So the black and the red look strong. I think I'd like to look at black and red first and see what we have. Does that work for you guys? Because I agree, we had those two aggro knights kind of thing. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's a good point. So to that end, Jack is my life. I like it. Okay, so instants and sorceries. Okay, this is like, I consider this almost premium removal. That's really strong. One of those. Card draw, some weaker removal. That's fine. This is an okay card. Not great, not bad. More card draw. Bad, hand of disruption. Bad removal. Not, it can pull its weight, as we saw. 7. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that one. We saw this one in our last pool. It seems fine. Fling we've seen before. Rimrock Knight. More card draw. No, probably not. We saw this guy in our last pool. This is, excuse me, this is good. This is good removal as well, as is this. One Reaper could make it. Oh, we have two of these. I didn't even realize. Yeah, maybe. Okay, so yeah, let's look at the other. Let me reset, and now let's look at white, blue, and green. Okay, so here we have in white, we have outflank, some Sosa removal. We have Flutterfox, 2/2, possibly flying if you have a thing. You know, a grizzly bear with possible upside. Yeah. The Silver Flame, this is fine. This is fine. An expensive battle trick and then a creature. The Youthful Knight is fine. Can we run Fling? I don't know. Let's see where we end up with. Fling is an interesting card. I have played with it before. I recognize its limitations. I feel like this is not very good. This is, you know, a night deck filler. Bartered Cow is also, yeah. First Love's Kiss, obviously a sideboard card. We're seeing this as best of one. Okay, in blue, we have this guy, which is okay. We have Charm Sleep. This is a better sleep paralysis. Didn't Say Please is our Cancel with Mill. Tome Raider. This is a not as good Cloud Conceer. I think it's playable. This is that wacky card. Yeah. This is a strange card. Yeah. Well, we've seen it. Okay. Turn into a pumpkin. So this is a blink of an eye without, you know, with kicker. Premium filler. Yeah, the cow is weird. Vantress Paladin. I feel like you really want to play. You really want to get this with Adamant. Steelgaze Griffin. This obviously really needs the card draw synergies. The Scavenger, this is, like I said, the bad, expensive Mana War with setup costs. This is an interesting card. I think I would play it. I think. Curious Pair. Garen Briggs Squire. Good with adventures. Griffin looks at the picture with the fly. Gotcha. Okay. We move on. Insatiable Appetite is the bad giant growth, maybe better. Sack of Food to give it lure. Roastthorn Acolyte. Ramping. Spiders are always fine. This. I feel like the Witch Stalker is one of the best commons in the set, actually. Garenbig Carver. Meh. Once in Future. What does this do? Target card from graveyard. Instead return to your hand. Garenbrig Paladin. We have the Knight, 4/4 Knight. That's not bad. And it's late enough the game that that Adamant is a real possibility. Yeah. The Keeper of Fables. That also looks strong. The Tuinville Tree Folk, I think, is fine. Yeah, you buff a creature while you're waiting to play it. And this guy is also fine. Some ramp. And it's likely to be a 7/7 or better. We have this guy. We saw him. Doom Foretold. We saw the Loch Dragon. Okay, that's good for rummaging. We have this guy. That's good if you're in these colors. And this is good in those colors. I'm thinking green might be worth considering. Artifacts, thank you. We have Crashing Drawbridge 04. We can give our creatures haste. Jousting Dummy. We have the Clockwork Servant, which is good. I have to be careful of the system because we can do that in a second. Let's finish. I will do that in a moment, Radalorian. Green Red Giants, maybe. Weapon Rack. What does this do? That's interesting. I don't know. Roving Keep. I don't know. Okay, so let's get rid of this and let's do only creatures. Yeah, they are. So, creatures. Okay, so do you want to stick with all colors or do you want to look at the black-red first? I feel like green is looking fairly strong. What would you like to look at, guys? Okay, so we have the Flutter Fox, the Squire, the Knight. It is for sure. Really kind of, I mean, they're okay cards here, but they're really, you know, good to medium filler. Okay. You know what I'm going to do actually? So let's do the Merfolk is not bad. Yeah, I'm deleting the white for now. I agree. The white creatures are not designed to win a lot of games. Let's put it that way. Has anybody here not gotten a promo code? If you haven't, speak up, and I can simply write it down and give it to you because I have plenty more to give away. I have you on my list. You are getting one. I'm pretty sure everybody who is chatting right now is listed to get a code. I will be sending these out after this event within the next day or two, either by direct message, since I know some of you in real life, or by whisper, if I know you only through Twitch. The Vantress Paladin. Maybe, yeah, okay, and the Griffin. So here's one of the payoffs for the second card draw. Okay, and there's that. Thank you for that, Nightbot. We are on top of it. Okay, so in black, we have the Eye Collector, which is... it doesn't grab me. We saw this guy. The Malevolent Noble is... he's okay. Smitten Swords, he's also okay. He is a knight. Gotta love those cat facts. He's good in a knight's deck. He is also good in a knight's deck. The Human Witch. I don't think so. I don't recall seeing a lot of food. A lot of food uh, action going on here. Wicked Guardian. Weird. I don't know about that. The Reaper of Night. We saw that. We know what this does. We saw it in our last pool. The Shield Breaker. Same comment. It is a lot of red adventuring, that is for sure. We have that one green card that there is a green card that benefits when you adventure. I don't remember if it's in this pool. 1 damage to each opponent. Eh. Yeah. Maybe. Trebuchet. Yes. The Paladin. So, I mean, that's okay. Sir Kara. Another Knight. Spells you control deal damage. Interesting. And you can have it ping at will. Curious Pair. We already looked through the green, right? Yeah. So the Red Knights do seem good. So how many green knights have I got? I have him. All right. So let's try out a red black knight and see if it looks strong. Okay, so him for sure. Noble. I'll add the noble now for filler. No, I'm gonna just knights. Just good cards and knights. So as I say, I'm just doing good. Skip to bell. Oh, you're right. Thank you. Quite so. Any others that I missed? Him for sure. Right. Rattlorian beat you to it, Joe. Okay, so we'll still need another 11 cards. Okay, so spells. Sure, let's just look at instants and sorceries for the moment. So Epic Downfall, definitely. Forever Young. Hello. Forever Young. Yeah, that seemed to serve us well before. Reef Soul is fine, I think. Card draw. Whoops. What did I just put in? Not memory theft. Funeral, maybe. Maybe not. Fling, maybe. Draw 2 cards. I'll put in the Reaper for now. Discard a card, draw 2 cards. Sure. Blow your house down. I don't think so. Merchant. Slaying Fire for sure. Searing Barrage for sure. This actually looks reasonably strong so far. All right, I'm gonna reset. Black and red. Yeah, I hear that. So right now we're at 38. Now, what happened to? Here it is. Well, okay, before I go to artifacts, do we want to consider artifact, or rather fires of invention? We have some number of, I don't know. How many instants do we have? So far we have 4 instants. So, all right, I'm going to add this in. Then let's look at the artifacts. The artifacts are bad. An 04 defender. I feel like that doesn't really fit in with our deck is trying to do. We just had a black and red deck before. All right, no problem. Jousting dummy, possibly. I feel like this is good. The jousting might be good. Yeah, you think? Well, let's edit for now. Again, anything we put in, it can always be cut. I feel like weapon rack is it's too. I think it's too slow, too clunky. Um, they'll remove the creature out from under it anyway. Yeah, the roving keep also too expensive to really get good use out of it, except as a blocker. Yeah, that makes more sense. All right, so artifact's not going to help us. Excuse me. Um, so we had one argument. Well, I don't know. Let's take a look at what we've got. So right now, all right, let me look at the layout here. Yeah, so you can see right now we're at 40 cards, which includes 14 creatures. The castle for sure. Which castle? Sorry, which castle are we talking about? Oh, the Castle Embermouth. Sure. Yes, quite so. All right, so here's what we have so far. I'm going to give this a try, and if it totally crashes and burns, we can change it up. Revenge. What does revenge do? I feel like it's a bad ill-gotten inheritance. Can you? I mean, oh, sorry. Let me move things over. Sorry about that. Okay. Hang on a minute. I have to move the stream out of the way. Oh, let's just move it here. Duh. Okay, here you go. Revenge of Ravens. Okay, it's 3 and black. Whenever enchantment, whenever a creature attacks you or plays in the world you control, that creature's controller loses a life. You gain a life. Right, but oh, yeah. I feel like it's a sideboard card at best. Otherwise, it's I think it is a point per creature. Otherwise, it would say whenever one or more creatures attack you. Rather have fling than thrill. Where is thrill? Where is thrill? Two. Uh, thrill of possibility. Fling. Okay, that works. Right, and we do have another card draw spell as well in Forbidding Fruit. And conceivably, we could gain the life back if we do the token thing. Sorry, not following what you're saying. What creature? I mean, right now we're at 40 cards. If we lose the Reaper of Night, oh right, the I'm not seeing it. The Crusader. Oh, right, of course. What can I say? It's been a long day already. Now, if we get rid of the Reaper of Night, then our curve suddenly tops out at 5, and we could put in 2 cards and lose a land, I think. Yeah, he's talking about this guy, the Stormfist Crusader. That's interesting. Well, yes. Okay. But all right, that's true. So do you feel like we could get away with one less land and one more spell? Because if that is true, then the Reaper will buy us, an extra turn or so worth of time to do stuff. I agree with Rattlorian, and if it were a 4-mana card and that's all it did, I would almost certainly not include it. But the payoff here is decent, if expensive. I hope, Rattlorian, you actually have 2 hands. But yeah, of course, I certainly understand what you're saying. Okay, so let's put it to a vote. So, Reaper of Night, yay or nay, Y or N? Put in your preferences, and so Y or N for Reaper of Night, and that's a fair question. The alternatives to Reaper. So we have the Eye Collector, 1/1 flyer, which mills everybody as it does damage. The Malevolent Noble is playable. It seemed to do good work in one of the games that I played against. Memory Theft I don't like. The Tempting Witch, it needs food machinations in order to do anything. Revenge of Ravens we saw. A Wicked Guardian, I don't think so, because we have too many cheap creatures. Another Reaper of Night, another thrill of, or a thrill of possibility. Blow your house down, I don't think so. A Merchant to do some digging. Searing Barrage. Oh, how about Searing Barrage? Didn't realize we had 2. I already put in the Searing Barrage. It's a little expensive, but it is instant. So this is instead of the Reaper. Okay, so we have Festive Funeral. The Festive Funeral is more situational. In which case we could get rid of the Reaper and add in the Malevolent Noble. Okay, so I need a tiebreaker on the Reaper of Night vote. I have 1 Y and 1 N. All right, so in the absence of any more feedback, this is kind of what our deck is looking like. And that is always the truth. You have said a mouthful there, my friend Sacrifice. Interesting that we are ending up in a black-red Knights deck 2 events in a row. still thinking the green could have had some promise. There were some strong green cards in there. Okay, so we have a 2-drop, two 2-drops, some good removal, some okay removal rather. We are definitely keeping this. That is true. Of course, we'd have to have drawn that Reaper in the meantime. Yep. There's that thing. We'll start with a mountain, and that's the end of our turn. Okay, that privilege blanks this guy. Because... Oh. Let's start with the dummy. I can destroy it with the Reef Soul. That's true. Let's start with the dummy. What do you recommend? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. In case he brings out a sick artifact that we want to get rid of. Then destroy the artifact next turn? Why? Oh. I was looking at the wrong thing. Okay, sorry, Sacrifice. I didn't realize that this is an artifact creature. It's so strange. Okay, so we're going to do that and play it. And let's attack first. Yeah. Yeah, okay. And oh, I played a swamp. That was dumb. That was dumb. So next turn, do we like the Fires of Invention better? I think we do. No winners because everybody here has. Right. Good, thank you. Good call. So I can play everything in my hand next turn. That's crazy. Oh, I can play. Well, I can play 2 cards. Okay, so Filthy Robot. Well, normally in my streams you can see the other guy's name, but now with this cool overlay from Wizards, everybody can see it. Three damage to any target. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so sure. Okay, well, let's play a land. Right. That's kind of funny. Alright, so good to know. It's Fires of Invention, blanks, adamant. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. What does this do? Oh, this turn. But it's gonna stay exiled. What? Why'd it do that? There was no alternate cost that you gave me. At least I didn't see it. Okay, I missed it. Oh. I should have selected the other one, but I'm running out of time and I'm getting panicky. Yeah, I'm willing to trade these two. Yeah, you're right. I got carried away with the possibilities. Kill creature. Guess with alternate cost. Oh, I didn't see the alternate cost. So, all right. So what is the difference between these two? Left does what? Right does what? Oh, thank you. Okay, thank you. Go team. So I feel like let's attack and give it. What do you think? Oh, okay, he's not doing anything. Oh. So let's barrage it now. Yeah. And so that resolves. Next to damage. Should I hold this for attacking or should I? Right. Okay, that's nice. Let's attack. Yeah. That's what I get for playing the land prematurely. There's no reason not to play him. And I'll hold the other guy. Yep. Oh, that's interesting. Maybe he just had lands in his hand. Okay, so if we're going to do another... Boy, enough of that. Okay, so we have one win. Okay, listen up, guys. If we're going to do any more sealed deck analysis and constructions, we're going to do it now, because I have to stop in about 30 or 35 minutes. So, would you rather see one or two more games with this deck, or look at another pool? Anybody else out there? Sacrifice, let me see if Joe is still hanging out in here, or Rattlorian. Okay, that works. So we'll play a game, and then we'll do a partial. I would love to, I'd love to keep doing this all the way through the entire event, but I just have to get to work. So no more than one game, then we will look at another pool, and we'll try to finish the deck building. It is interesting. Okay, so Fling, not what I wanted to see now. 2-drop and some card draw. Alright, so we're going to keep... Yeah, I agree with what Rattlorian is saying there. It looked too uncertain to me. So let's keep, we'll start with a swamp in case I can get this going. That's true. What does this guy do? Ah. So this gets the adventure buff. If he casts an adventure, will he... Oh, a creature spell that has adventure. So, no block. Interesting. I would have thought that would be a good one to block. That's true. So if we're not going to block, then we may as well attack. Yep. This guy can come out. This guy can come out. What does this guy do? Remove a wish counter. Search for a card. Shuffle library. Interesting. Fires. Plus a scary guy. You mean the Crusader? Oh, the Scry guy. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go with him. I think they're both good possibilities. was about to say he may be mana screwed. No, that's bad. That's bad. What can we do about that? Well, we can attack with him because he is menace. So we're gonna do that. Oh, power 3 or less. Attack with both. Fling is an instant. Oh, and if he blocks, then get rid of his squire. I can do this during my turn, right? Okay. Death touch. That's true, but he is not a knight. Oh, he is a knight. Son of a gun. I didn't realize he was a knight. Good call. I didn't realize that he was a knight. Okay. So let's play the Lost Legion. Good. And we could Reef Soul this guy. Okay, so now I cannot use him as a defensive trick. I can gain 3 life. Okay, that's nice. Should I block? Or save him for another thing? Let's see what he draws. To any target. Sacrifice a 2. We're gonna Slaying Fire that. Because he has food to get rid of me. Or to give me damage. Oh, I have to do it on my turn. Okay. Oh boy. We're gonna fling that also. End of turn. Yep. Sure, let's play this. Oh boy. Okay. Fire adamant, fire. What fire adamant? Oh, it deals 4 damage. We could attack with everybody. Let's attack with everybody. I think we're okay with that as a trade. What does this do? Yeah. Pump the dummy? Why? Why the dummy? They're both gonna die. Hey, old sickback, good to see you. It didn't give me a chance. I think that's all I can do for this turn. How did this get here? I tried, it didn't give me the opportunity. Alright, I'm gonna end the turn. Oh, because it changes. Right, okay. I can only do this during my turn. So I missed that window. Ooh, that's annoying. That's annoying. So if he attacks... I don't see how. Okay, so he will attack. I will take it all, I think. Oh, and then the fling. Interesting. Oh. Number of knights I control. How many knights? 1, 2, 3. I could just do this and fling. Okay, old sickback, I have something for you. Reminds me after this game is over. I'm gonna do this because, good lord. And fling to any target. Sure. I ran out of time? Really? I forgot that I was low on time. No problem, I can still block. That is funny. Thank you for that sacrifice. These don't have trample, do they? The line was there. Oh, that's true. Oh well. So we can go up to 8. Alrighty. Now we can get rid of this guy. Okay, but now we can't gain any more. Oh, we can. Okay. What do we got here? Destroy target artifact, no help there. So we get rid of that. I can play him to block. No, it has to be to creature. Otherwise it would work. Alright, and I've used up all my timeouts, so... Alright, let's do barrage to get rid of... What am I barraging? And I will attack. And I'll... Oh no, I can't fling. But I can play a blocker. And yeah, we'll fling. Oh no! I think we're still gonna win. Yeah, I forgot about it's only 2 spells per turn. Unless he does something crazy. Because I'm going to block one of his creatures and I can still... Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's game. The system really wanted me to win that one. Okay, so in accordance with what we said before, that was a nail biter. Okay, old Sickback, if you're there, I need you to type something in real quick. Seriously. I need you to... It wasn't... There you are. Okay. It's great to see you. So, I'm not even going to do it. So the reason I'm saying all that is because I have a number of redemption codes to give out. Everybody who's here has already gotten one. And you, my friend, are getting one as well. I will send this to you by Whisper, so keep an eye on your Whisper messages over the next day or two, because I'm not going to get to it today. The redemption code will be good starting on Thursday, and it will be good for 1,000 experience points on the new mastery system. We are resigning this one. We are... I'm 99% sure I don't get to keep any of these prizes, so it doesn't matter. And we're going to look at one more pool before I sign off. I am very sure. Okay, so the rares that we have are... Morse. Does this guy look familiar? Ironcrick Pyromancer. Second card. Interesting. That's a great payoff for the 2-card thing. Fervent Champion. We saw that in our first pool. Oh, yeah. And we just saw this in our last pool, so we know what it does. Happily Ever After, I feel like, is just a weird card. Okay. Fires of Invention. We just saw that. Boy, this is like the same pool. And this thing as well. So there are more than like 10 or 15 rares in this set, right? How come I keep seeing the same ones? Red Black Knights. Resign. Resign. Oh, really? That okay with you guys? Resign new pool? I'm okay with that. Old Sickback, Rattlorian. Anybody else who's out there? Okay. I like it. Okay, we're done. It's an invalid deck. Let's go home. Save and exit. Oh, for crying out loud. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, we're done. We resign. Don't care about that. Let's go home. Oh, resume? I thought I resigned already. Oh, claim prize. Okay, here we go. Indeed. Let's see if we can do any better. That's funny. All right, we have some blue, we have some green. Okay, so we have Folio of Fancies. We played against that in one of our first games. Everybody draws cards, and you can mill the opponent. What does this guy do? Draw and discard. That can enable the card drawing thing. Target creature gets pumped and first strike. That's pretty good. Draw 4 cards. When you do, it deals. Wow. Yeah, that seems really good. Okay, the Feasting Troll King. Lots of green. Feasting. Vigilance Trample. Yeah. Sacrifice 3 foods. Return Feasting Troll King. Interesting. Science is crazy for sure. Okay, that is very strong, obviously. Fae of Wishes. Okay, get something from your sideboard. Discard 2 cards and bounce it. Okay. Yeah. We saw what this thing does. Add 6 mana. Good ramping. And Mirror Maid. Artifact or enchantment. Interesting. Yeah. With the Troll King. Okay, let's see what else we have. Shall we start with let's start with the colors that we liked. So that was blue, green, and red. Okay. Do you want to start with those? Start with the planes. Again, I have to wrap this up in 10 minutes, no matter what. Direction. Okay. Look at removal. So that'll be enchantments, sorceries, and instants. So we have Trapped in the Tower, Frogify, Green Blue Food. We'll get there in a minute. Counter. This guy is not bad. So we have Bouncing. We have the Charmed Sleep. Draw. This is like a Blade Brand variant. I don't think so. Card draw. I'm looking for removal right now. Yeah. More card draw. Some removal. The Red Cat Melee is not bad. The Joust is not bad. Thrill possibility, draw, no, whatever. This card has my favorite flavor text. The flavor text on this one is the middle blade was just right. And I leave that to you. Okay. Okay, sideboard card. Maybe main deck, I don't know. Battle trick. What is this though? Oh right, okay, so it's like a frogify whatever. With the card draw, not bad. Sideboard. A food payoff. Okay, so those are our enchantments, instants, and sorceries. Okay, what would you like to see next, my friends? Any gold cards? Right. So we have this nutty guy, this guy, and that's interesting. 4/4 for 4 with upside. That's not bad. I would say, why don't we go for blue, green, and possibly splash red for him? Whoops. Artifacts. We have, you know, vial of dragonfire kind of stuff. That's interesting. Okay. Heraldic banner, color. Yeah, this is a much better pool. This is great. Weapon rack note we saw we don't like. This one we saw we don't like. So my feeling is blue, green, splash red. Yes. I thought I just heard that. So blue, green, and gold. That's interesting. Okay, we'll get to it. Okay, so opt is good for card draw. Turn off all filters. How do I do that? Oh, they are. They're all off. I think they are. So I just set up all blue and green cards. I did the reset. I'll do it again. So reset. Blue, green. I thought I did that already. Fae of Wishes, sure. Frogify, sure. I like Runaway Together. Animating Fairy, 2/2 flyer at worst. Sure. Charm Sleep is okay removal. Copy Artifact, let's skip that for now. Tomerator is fine. We have 2 of them. We have 3 of them. Oh, I have more Hypnotic Sprites. I didn't realize that. Wow. 2 sprites, 2 raiders, another sleep. This is crazy. Should play mono blue. Unexplained vision. Draw 3 cards, maybe. You like the mirror? It has to be a copy of an artifact or an enchantment. Yeah, I'll add it for now because time is running out. Right. I mean, that did not escape my notice. Attacks or blocks. Possibly, I don't know about that. Non-human. Equip 5. This would actually be good on one of our flyers. So let's add this in for now. Yeah. Let's put in 2. The intruder for 7 we can get 3 bears. Unexplained vision. Sure. Insatiable appetite, sack of... not yet. I don't think so. Sure. Love the flavor text. Okay, first things first. Giant opportunity. Do we have a lot of foods? Can with transformation. Oh, yes, thank you. The Troll King wants food. It makes food. Yeah, it does both. So it enables itself. That's great. Wolf's Quarry. What does this do? It's too expensive, I think. It does not create food. It only... Oh, otherwise. But you have to have foods. Oh, yes, thank you. I think we want this guy because he's really strong. Spider is fine. Rarely a bad idea. I think he's good, especially since we want to splash a third color. Yeah. Glad we're all in agreement there. Insatiable appetite. That's not bad. It's an okay battle trick, and we'll have Snapper. You mean the river turtle? Oh yes, of course. Thank you. One or two appetites. All right. Well, all right. So I already have 43 cards. We have to finalize there. Again, I have 1 minute remaining. I'm so sorry. I would love to play this deck. Ah, I would. Yeah. Too bad. And I'm unwilling to just play hooky. The 3-mana artifact. The banner. Sure. Do you like the lucky cloak? I don't think so. Yeah. Okay. Right. Good memory. I had forgotten about that. Where is that guy? Yeah, the heraldic banner. This is so much better than the normal one that we see. Okay, so all right, and that's it. This is really painful. Okay, last chance. Anybody out there who was not spoken for on a redemption code? Yeah. Twas not to be. Okay. I am going to raid some other people who are doing the same event. Um, lots of good choices. Okay, it's going to be this guy. It's yeah. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, take care, guys. I am going to as soon as I make sure that the raid has worked, I am out of here. Is it working? Is the raid working? It should be. Okay, good. Take care, my friends. And that is the end of my stream. I will be streaming again tomorrow with whatever it may be. So I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. I hope. Take care, everybody.